Hey everybody, this is Brian Carter. If you don't know me, I am the head of the McDistrict, district manager for the Highland Park office with Vector. I'm also one of the events coordinators for TGP Events. And today I wanted to get a chance to walk you through how to go through the wrap up, the close, and the drop down using the LSCutcoDemo website. So it's really just a role playing video, but just wanted to let you guys see the way that I like to do it. And I've been super blessed. I've sold a couple $1 million worth of Cutco, help people sell a couple $1 million more. And it's all because the best salespeople use the best scripts and the best tools. And that's what we're going to get a chance to review here today. So to start off with, I am going to go ahead and pull up the LSCutcoDemo website. So it's going to look just like this. I'm sure we're all pretty familiar with that. Now, of course, on the website, there are three different slideshows available to us. The first slideshow is the one that actually has the presentation that we go through. It's where we start off. You're going to skip down past this photo here. The second slideshow has the other set option. So this is where we'll have the galley set, the starter sets, and even the little custom orders we can make. And then, of course, at the very bottom is going to be the cookware, flatware, gifts, and accessories. Gifts and accessories are fantastic. This is such a great way to add to your orders. And so every single demo you do, whether they bought a big set or even if it was a no sale up to this point, you should always go through the gifts and accessories. You don't have to know a whole lot to say about them. Just make sure they know that they're there. If you do not show it, you cannot sell it. And just remember, for the vast majority of products, if you don't know what to say, just get really excited. Say, hey, they're American made, they're guaranteed forever, and they're just as good as the knives. So if you want to know what to say about garden tools, they're American made, guaranteed forever, just as good as the knives. What do you say about flatware? American made, guaranteed forever, just as good as the knives. And that'll get you through about 96% of our product line. Now, that being said, where we're going to start today is actually on the wrap up and the close. Now, of course, I have my training manual right here in front of me, and I'm going to be following my training manual just like you should too. Now, the wording on a few things might be slightly different than the manual you've been given or that you use, and that's okay. It's all close enough, and it's the exact same outline. The other thing you'll notice on mine is I actually like to highlight anytime I am transitioning to a new slide. Now, I just do that so it catches my eye and it keeps me kind of honest. So that being said, let's go ahead and jump in here. Now, I know I'm going to be on slide 26 because that's what my training manual tells me to be on. So I'm going to go ahead and bounce ahead. Actually, no, I'm going to go full screen and then I will go to slide 26. Okay, so once I'm full screen, the little thing at the bottom there kind of disappears, but when I move my mouse, it pops right back up. I'm going to go to slide 26, and this is where we are going to pick up. All right. Well, Mrs. Jones, let me review why so many people choose to invest in Cutco. Now, you're always going to have sharp, American-made knives that are comfortable, safe, and sanitary. Cutco is guaranteed to last forever, so it'll be the last set of knives that you ever have to buy. Plus, what's great is Cutco saves a ton of money over time. Most customers who buy Cutco eat out less, and if that saves you $60 a month over a course of a year, that's $720 saved this year. Over 25 years, you would save over $18,000. It's amazing how small changes in habits really do add up. Now, there are several reasons why so many customers choose sets. First off, Cutco sets have the right tool for the right job. Cutco sets also have a built-in discount, so they're cheaper. And it's a pretty big discount. It's like over 10% off when you buy them in a set, a little more than that for a lot of them. The Cutco sets come with a free cutting board and also free Cutco. The Cutco sets are also much safer because they come in a block or a tray. And then we even have interest-free monthly investment options, so you don't have to pay for it all at once. Pretty much everyone does that easy pay. Now, I'm going to go to my next slide here, Mrs. Jones. Now, you're going to see here when it comes to high quality cutlery, it's like anything else. There's a wide variety of quality and prices available. Now, Cutco is top rated though, so we only compare to the highest quality brands. I have a price comparison for our two top competitors, Wusthof and Shun. Hey, have you ever heard of those before? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, great. Well, these are high quality sets made overseas, and they're two of the top selling brands in stores. Now, each brand has different types of sets, which do range in price, but Wusthof is the most popular, Williams-Sonoma and places like that. Now, you'll see on here, the price for that Wusthof set is currently going to go for $3,015, but sometimes you'll find it on sale for $23.25. Now, there are some big differences between these brands and Cutco. They both make great products, but there's a couple big differences. differences. First off, Wusthof has mostly straight edges, so they need to be sharpened really often, and that is a hassle. They're also not recommended to go in the dishwasher, and their warranty rather only covers manufacturing defects. Now, in comparison, Cutco has our unique wedge lock handle, our exclusive Double D Stay Sharp edge, and that 4-part forever guarantee that also includes the free sharpening. Now, Cutco owners will tell you it is 10 times better than any knives they've ever used, but just considering the guarantee and unique features, most people would agree that Cutco is at least twice as good as a brand like Wusthof. And of course, when something offers twice the quality, twice the value, it lasts forever, you'd expect it to be at least twice the price. So at twice the price, you'd be talking about over $4,000 for that set of Cutco. Okay, let's bounce ahead here a little bit. Now, like I mentioned before, we do have sets for people who do a little bit more cooking called our complete set, which you'll see right here. That comes with a version of every knife we make. It's got all the knives I showed you, plus it's got some of the great barbecue knives and other serving pieces. And then we also have our family set. This is actually our newest set, and this has all the knives I showed you in the basic set, plus our customer favorites. So just some of the newer knives we've added on that are really popular. Okay. Now, for us though, I want to first just start by showing you our Homemaker Plus 8 set. And this set is perfect for families that cook 2 to 4 times a week. Now, it's got the 10 basic tools I explained earlier, 8 table knives, a wood block, and a sharpener just for the straight edges. And of course, also comes with that free cutting board as well. Now, we also make a Homemaker set without the table knives. Okay, I certainly love the table knives, but we do make it both ways. Now, if you were considering a set of Cutco, do you like the basic set or do you prefer the Plus 8 that has those table knives? You guys like the table knives too? Well, that's a really great choice. Well, the great thing is that this set doesn't cost $4,000. And in fact, we don't cost $3,015 like the Wusthof set does. The Homemaker Plus 8 is actually just going to be $1,664 if you pay it in full, and that includes the shipping. But most of our customers take advantage of that 5-month interest-free investment option. And if you did that, it's actually just $364 today, and that even includes the sales tax. Okay. Now, let me do this really quick. I've got my little pad of paper here. So again, that one is just going to be $1,664. And so over the 5 months, which is how pretty much everyone does it, it's actually just $364 a month. Okay. So nice and easy. Okay. Now, we've got this buy now bonus, and it is really cool. If you guys did decide to get this set today, I could actually get you the entire kitchen tool set, the entertainer pack with those 4 popular gadgets, or the super shears for free. Hey, which of those free options would you guys use the most? You guys like the shears? That's a great choice. Your currency will never be safe. Okay. So I'm going to just put on here, plus you get the free shears because those are so cool. I love those. All right. Well, then I tell you what, Mr. Jones, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask, would you like to get that Homemaker Plus 8 today? And I'm going to hook you up with those free shears. Smile. Be completely quiet. I don't care if the answer is yes, no, or heck no. Just let them answer. Now, if they said yes, hey, congratulations, you're going to love your Cutco. Let me show you, just so you do know all your options, really quickly, those extra 2 sets, the signature set, our family set rather, and the complete set, because they do have a couple other really great options that I at least want you to know what's available for you. Okay, guys, at that point, again, just flip back through it. You can share a short little video that I've got. I'll put a link on here, or just call your office if they seem tempted by the bigger sets. Now, if they do stick with the Homemaker set, hey, while we take a look at that, while we write that up, let's take a look at the gifts and accessories. Always make sure you then transition gifts and accessories. Now, let's assume that they said no to the Homemaker set and keep working our way down. Okay, so hey, wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask. Would you like to get that Homemaker Plus 8? I'm going to hook you up with those shears for free. Pause, let them answer. Okay, let's say they said, hey, it's just too much money for us. Hey, no problem. You know what? I completely understand. A lot of customers will actually just go with the basic Homemaker set without the table knives. And so that way you still get all those great 10 pieces I showed you earlier. And plus the basic Homemaker set, that's this one right here. That one is actually just $1,306. And when you do that over the 5 months, it's just $287 per month. And by the way, I would still get you guys those shears for free because I just know how much you'd love them. Hey, how does that sound? Would that be a better fit for y'all? Okay. If they say yes, congrats, you're going to love your Cutco. If they say no to that, that's okay. What do we say if they say no to that? Okay. Well, hey, no worries, Mrs. Jones. We love that homemaker set, but we know it's not right for everybody. So we've got some other options. We've got this galley set that might be an awesome solution for you. And I just want to make sure you know all your options and then I get a chance to go through the whole presentation. So let me go ahead and show you this galley set because I really think you might like this. Okay. Talking about the galley as a solution. Positive. Dropping down is not bad. It's good. All right. So let me go down, Mrs. Jones. Here, let me show you this galley set because I think this might be a great solution for you guys. All right. So let's look at the galley set. Here I am on my training manual. All right, now this is the perfect starter set, and it'll really take care of all your needs. Now, as you can see on here, this has the paring knife for the air. It's got a trimmer for the small stuff, spatula for your sandwiches, an everyday carving knife. I love that turning fork. It just does a really great job. It's got a veggie chopper and a bread knife, which is a heck of a good brisket slicer too. Now, this one right here, it also comes in that nice wood block. It comes with the 6 table knives and that free cutting board. Now, it is a few less knives, but it's a lot less money. Instead of paying $16.64 for the homemaker set, that Galley Plus 6 is actually just $11.99, or you can do it for $263 over 5 months interest free. So just $263 a month. In fact, let me jot that down right here. So it's just $11.99 if you do it all at once, or on that 5 month, $263. Okay. So little bit easier to budget for a lot of our customers. Okay. Now, we do have a great buy now bonus for this too. If you got this set today, I could still get you those super shears that you like so much for free. Hey, what do you think? Is that a better fit? Would you guys want to try that galley set out today for just that $263? Again, ask, smile, positive expectations, okay? If they say yes, congrats, you're gonna love your Cutco. Hey, while I write that up, let's take a look at those gifts and accessories really quick, in which case, again, I'm gonna scroll down, I'm gonna go to that bottom slideshow, and I'll walk through all the gifts and accessories, okay? But let's say they said no to the galley set. How do we handle that, okay? Let's say the customer says, well, that set's nice, but can we just buy pieces? Oh, of course you can. However, our sets are discounted, they're safer, and you get free stuff. Plus, you have the right tool for the right job. If you don't mind, let me show you the set options just so that way you know your options. And if none of them appeal to you, we can pick out whichever pieces you want. Okay. So that being said, let me show you these starter sets because these are really popular and it might be a much better fit for you guys. So let's take a look here really quick. Okay. Now I'm on starter sets. But notice how my enthusiasm energy has not dropped. I'm just as excited to talk about a starter set as I am to talk about a homemaker set, relaxed confidence. Okay. Now, these next 2 slides are going to show you a couple of our starter sets. And these are so great because getting one today allows you to get everything you need. And you can always upgrade to a bigger block down the road. So you can go from one of these to a homemaker or a complete set in the future. So let me walk you through. First off here, you're going to see the essential sets. And this comes with the very basics. It's going to have a paring knife, the spatula, the turning fork and petite carver, our small carving set, and then also that veggie chopper. Okay. Now, of course, it's going to come in that nice wood block. You can get it with or without 5 table knives, and it even comes with a free cutting board as well. Next up, you'll find the studio sets. Now, the studio sets are really great. It's our smallest block set. It has the paring knife for the air, the trimmer, it's your utility knife, your meat knife with the petite carver and the spreader. You can get it with or without 4 table knives, comes in that great wood block, and of course, the cutting board as well. Okay. Now, let me show you over here because we do have a couple more. First off, we have the Space Saver set, and this is that one in that funky looking block. This one has your chef knife for your veggies. It still comes with your petite carver, the utility knife, and 2 different size paring knives, which is kind of cool. I like the paring knives. This one has this funky block. You can put it on your counter, you can mount it on a wall, even tuck it in a drawer, and everything in the photo is included. So if it has a sharpener to touch up your smooth edges, that's included. Of course, we'll do all of them for you, but it's nice to have the option. And it comes with a free cutting board as well. Everything but the onion. No onion for you. All right. Next up, we have the all knife set. And this one has the paring knife, the utility knife, the spreader, the 9-inch carver, so the full size carver, and the chef knife. Comes with the sharpener. And it also comes in that nice tray. You'll see these 2 sets don't have a block. They come in that great drawer tray. So you can still store them safely in a drawer. The kitchenette set, that was the first set I ever sold. It's a really nice set. It has your paring knife, utility knife, the petite carver for your meats, the fork, and then the slicer for breads and briskets in that great tray. tray. Now, the last one down here is a really fun knife. These are not knives that I've had a chance to talk to you about yet. This is called our gourmet set. It's like our barbecue set. And this one has 5 of our specialty knives. So the boning knife for your raw meats, Hardy slicer is like our big utility knife. It's got our vegetable cleaver, the meat cleaver, and the santoku. It's a Japanese chef knife, which is really nice. Comes in that great block, plus it has that cutting board as well. Now, out of these starter sets, which combination do you guys like the best? Okay, let's take a look. Oh, you guys like that Studio Plus 4. That's a really great choice, okay? So, what's really great about that Studio Plus 4 is that set is actually just $745 when you pay it in full, but it's only $165 a month. I mean, that one's like 41 bucks a week. I think that's one of the reasons it's so popular, okay? So let me jot this down really quick. That one, it's just $745. And so on our 5 month, that's just $165. And so, yeah, that kind of hits the eye a little bit easier there for a lot of folks, Mrs. Jones. Now, if y'all did get this today, I still want to hook you up with those super shears for free, which is $145 value. I just really think y'all would use them, and I'd love to still get you those for free. Hey, let me ask, is that something that would be a better fit for your family? Is that something you guys would like to pick up today? Okay. Again, guys, positive energy, enthusiasm, no loss of confidence. All right. If they say yes, congrats, you're going to love your Cutco. But if they say no, hey, no problem, Mrs. Jones. A lot of people like to actually customize their own set. Hey, let me show you what that looks like. Okay. This might be a way better fit for y'all. All right. Let's take a look at here, Mrs. Jones. Now, you can actually customize your own set. I can still get you something for free. Let's make a list of your 5 favorite pieces on here that you guys would see yourself using the most. Let's write these down, and that way I can show you all the prices. I'll actually get a chance to pull that up, okay? So let's go through here really quick. Which knives would y'all use the most? You said you love that paring knife. I do too. You like the utility knife. Oh, that was the one we cut the tomato with. Yeah, that is such a great choice. We called our trimmer. It's our utility knife. You guys like a veggie chopper, so let's say the Petite Chef. Really good choice. Oh, and that cheese knife at the end, that's a really good choice because, again, it's not just for cheese, potatoes, apples, pears, anything moist, sticky, or starchy. With Cutco owners, that's one of our most popular items we sell. So let's say the cheese knife. And then what was the other one y'all liked? Oh, you liked the slicer for breads, briskets, and things like that. Okay. Well, here's what's really great. I'm going to pull the prices up for that. And so at this point, guys, I would go ahead and just pull up my Cutco Orders app. I can't show you guys the app, of course. So I'm just going to pull up the website. And so I would pull up Cutco Orders at this point, and I'm just going to quickly pop those in. And you just want to not rush. It's okay. Customers they're going to be patient as long as you're relaxed and confident. Those are the 2 key words, relaxed and confident. All right, Mrs. Jones, so let me see what those 5 would actually go for. Let's see what we could hook you up with, okay? So if we have the paring knife, we have the utility knife, our trimmer, we have the Petite Chef, we have the cheese knife, which is one of my wife's favorites, and we have the slicer. Let's add those on. Oh yeah, I think you're going to really like this, Mrs. Jones. Okay, so let's take a look on here. All right, perfect. So here's what's great, Mrs. Jones. Not only are you getting the knives you want and nothing wasted, you're not getting anything you don't want, but it's going to be a nice discount compared to those starter sets. So if you guys did want to do this, it would actually just be $617 if you paid it in full. And then on our 5-month, that one would actually just be $127 a month over 5 months interest free. Okay. And so again, if y'all missed that for everyone watching this video, I can always click there to see my 5 pay number. So that's just going to be $127 a month. So, Mrs. Jones, I mean, I don't know, what is that? Like 30 bucks a week, something like that. And that would get you those 5 pieces that you like so much. And then here's what's great. Like you probably saw on here, if you guys did do that, I could still get you the super shears or a 4-pack of table knives for free. Do you guys think you would stick with the shears or would you go to the table knives? You'd stick with the shears? That's a really great choice. So, hey, what do you think? Would that be a better fit for y'all? Would you guys like to do that package, and we'll do it at just a $127 a month? Okay. Again, guys, confident, low key, relax. What if they say no to that? That's okay. It's not a big deal. Because, guys, I'm never skipping steps. I don't care if they're not super into it. That doesn't change how I do it. I go through the homemaker, I handle a knee-jerk reaction, I do a galley, I do starter sets, I do custom orders. Every time. Every time. If they say, can I just buy pieces on the homemaker? Of course you can. But our sets are a way better deal. They're much safer. I can get you some free stuff. Plus, I need the rotations. Like I mentioned, I am new and in training. So let me just show you the set options. And hey, if none of them catches your eye, we'll just get you the pieces that you needed. No big deal. I never skip steps. I always go through it just like you're seeing on here. Okay. Now, if they still say no to that, that's okay. Hey, Mr. Jones, we have another really popular special, special number 2. Let's take a look on here really quick. It's actually our buy 3 and get a 4th for free. Now, if you were going to drop one of those 5 knives off, the paring, the trimmer, the petite carver, the cheese knife, or the slicer, which one would you take off if you had to take one of them off? You think you might take off the slicer for now? Could just add that one later? That's a really great choice. Well, let's see what that would actually do for us if we did that, Mrs. Jones. Okay, now price-wise, we're going to take that off. And then here's what's great for those 4 that are left. As you can see on here, we're actually going to get you one of those 4 knives for free. Okay, so that's going to bring it down even more. Let's see what it actually comes up to. Okay, now in this case, it is going to be the cheapest one is going to be for free. That's going to be my paring knife. So if I mark that as a freebie, oh my gosh, Mr. Jones, if you guys did this, we got this down, we would still get you all 4 of those knives. That would just be $388. And so that's you're getting $471 worth of Cutco for just $388. And then here's what's great. I could still do that out over 3 months, okay? And it would just be $132 a month for 3 months. And so that would save you guys a lot. Hey, what do you think? Would that be a better fit for y'all? It would? Okay, great. Congrats, you're going to love your Cutco. Now, if they say no, what do I do then? Well, I don't panic, guys. I just drop down to the last special on here. Okay? All right, let's take a look here at special number 3. All right. Now, Mrs. Jones, which are your 2 favorite? Okay, so like if you really had to narrow it down, which 2 would you use the most? You would use, what do you think? Okay, you would use the chef knife and the trimmer. Great. Let's see what we could do if we just did the chef knife and the trimmer. All right, so I tell you what. Let's take a look on here really quick. All right. I'm going to make a note on my pad because, again, I always write down the prices. People are visual. And then I'm going to look over here. I could still do it on a 3 pay. So 94 times 3. Okay. So, Mrs. Jones, if you did want to get those 2, it'd actually just be $273, and that would just be $94 a month over the 5 months interest free. I'm sorry, over not 5 months. What am I saying? Over 3 months interest free. And I could still get you some free stuff. I could still get you the ice cream scoop, the vegetable peeler, or a large cutting board for free. Hey, how does that sound? Would that be a better fit for y'all? Okay, oh, you like that scoop? Oh man, the scoop is fantastic. Okay, great. Well, congrats, you're gonna love your Cutco. And then, guys, if they still say no to that, no big deal. We'll even drop down to just reserving your buy now bonus. If they said no to that, hey, no problem, Mrs. Jones. You know what? A great option for y'all might just be reserving your buy now bonus. So I totally understand today may not be the day for you to get that full set of Cutco that you guys might want in the future. I've had a lot of customers in that same position. So what most people will do is invest in one piece, and usually we recommend the trimmer. Now, it doesn't have to be that, but that utility knife we cut the tomato with. The reason why they choose the trimmer is because, like I said, it is our utility knife. It's a knife you use every single day for the rest of your life in your kitchen. And the cool part is it's only $95, which is $54 today, this month, and $54 next month, and that already has sales tax and everything figured in. Now, you'd get something you'll use every day for the rest of your life, and if you do want to invest in cutlery in the future, you'd have something great to start with, and you'll know what to invest in. Plus, I'm not gonna lie, it does help me towards my goal, which I definitely don't mind that. So let me ask you, would that 54 today be doable, and we could at least hook you up with that trimmer? They say yes, awesome, you're going to love that piece. I can't wait for you to get it. And if they say no, hey, no worries, guys. I still will go through gifts and accessories. Hey, not a problem, Mr. Jones. I'd hate for you to see later that I didn't show you everything. So just in case there was anything else that caught your eye, let's take a look really quick at these gifts and accessories. And I still go through that every time. Now, on here, again, normally someone's going to stop me somewhere along the way, starter sets, whatever. They'll buy a homemaker, they'll buy a signature set. But the things I want y'all to take away, number one, okay, the comparison effect. When I'm writing the prices down as we go, I'm not writing every single starter set. I'm not writing a homemaker and a basic homemaker, for example. But when I'm hitting the high points here and they're seeing that number get progressively smaller, it's called the comparison effect. It's the same reason why when there's a clearance item, they still leave the regular price tag on there. So you see that drop. You sort of feel that drop. Customers are visual. Okay. Second thing to keep in mind is that I'm following my script word for word, but it doesn't sound like I'm a scripty guy because I've just done it so many times. The more training appointments you do, the more regular appointments you do, the more confident you're going to become because it just comes from rotations. Okay, guys, the other thing is just relaxed confidence. Relaxed confidence. Now, maybe I'm naturally a little more of a confident person than some people. I don't even know if that's actually true, but it's amazing if you take your time. Okay, you smile And you talk about it like you actually think they're going to say yes. That's the important thing is customers can sort of read your expectations. And so follow your manual, put a big smile on your face, and ask as confidently as you can. And then just take your time. The last thing, guys, is no is not a negative thing. Your entire life, you've been conditioned to avoid hearing the word no. No is bad, rejection, mal, correction, rah, no. All right. Guys, in business, no is just how you work through options. So when the customer says no to a homemaker set, in no way does that affect my confidence, and no way does that affect my enthusiasm, and no way does that affect my expectation they're going to buy knives from me. I just smile and say, hey, no problem. I totally understand. And then I just follow what it says in my manual. Your manual has almost 80 years of psychology baked into it. So make sure that you're not, tying one hand behind your back by winging it or trying to just do it off the top of your head when you don't really know this yet. So, guys, just do a consistent, confident drop down, follow your manual, and you will be amazed how quickly your average order increases because you will start selling more sets.